There we go. Nice. Now we're live. Now I got it. Now we got it. I don't own the rights to this music, just so you know. I should put that in the post. Kyle's on. What's up, Kyle? Jason's on. What's up, Jason? We'll get going here. I had a little bit of a technical difficulty. My phone was like, ah. I don't own the rights to this music, but I love it. What is up, all? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you feel me? I can feel you. I can feel you. How's everyone doing? How you feeling? I'm pumped up, man. This was a long week. Wait, I'm like, I think I need to do this show every day. I don't know if I can, but I think I need to because I'm just like, I want to do it more. I want to do it more. So anyway, what's up, y'all? I'm super pumped to be here. I'm super pumped that you're taking a little bit of your time and joining me. Yeah, dude, I feel so good. I want to start these out kind of the same way and drop the same amount of stuff at the beginning, so I just got to get that dialed. You guys hanging with me? We're fine-tuning this show, but I want to keep two things consistent. I want to keep it real, and I want to keep it raw, and I want to keep you guys entertained a little bit, maybe drop some knowledge on you, and then have some fun. Had a killer week. First off, like the shows I did last week, like, oh my God, everybody, tons of good jobs, which was cool, but basically what I accomplished last week just blew my mind. I got to have conversations with people that I don't think I would have ever met had I not taken the plunge and taken the leap and decided to do this and made myself do it, because I've been thinking for like months about trying to do something like this, and I'm like, who am I to be doing that? And then finally I'm just like, I can do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take it, and I'm just gonna pull the trigger, and then boom, 1 2 3 4 5 go. Here we go. Driven, episode 3. Thank you guys. Thank you. Douglas, Kyle's on, Billy's on, Amanda, love ya. Scary face. Jordan's on. Cool. Jordan, I'll put you up in a minute. I got a few more people popping on. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you so much. I'm humble, and I'm so glad you guys came in and sharing some time with you. So who am I? What am I doing? I'm Scott Spero. If you don't know me yet, I hope to get to know you super soon. I'm going to share a little bit of my story as we move through Driven. And if you do know me, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much. I say thank you a lot because it's a little overwhelming. I'm just a guy with a cell phone, and here we are, Facebook Live, and I got my own TV show, if you will. So rock on. You guys are the stars. I want to make this about you, not about me. So what is Driven? Driven is, I was always amazed, and I'm always inspired by any story, whether it be like superstar basketball player or, struggling person that came out of the gutter, built a business, and is killing it at life. Or, maybe you're just, you're just like me. You're just scratching and clawing and trying, doing everything you can do to make sure your story doesn't stop when you stop living. So I'm just super motivated by that all, and it was a driven mindset. It was that motivated mindset that really changed in me this last year. And I'm like, what can I do? What can I share with people that gets that same feeling across? And I'm like, what better way to share a driven mindset with somebody than to let people come on and talk about it. So that's what this show is. This show's about you guys. This show's about you. It's about overcoming stuff. It's about chasing your goals. It's about tackling life. It's about doing what you need to do to make sure this life and your story is the best one ever wrote. And it's about the mindset and taking action and actually doing that. Little backstory about me is I was very driven. I knew if I was going to take care of myself, it had to be me. And growing up, excellent mom. She was on episode 2. If you caught it, cool. That was so awesome. She came on. I'm like, Mom, don't embarrass me in front of all my internet friends. But she's rad. I super love her. Kathy, shout out to Mom. She'll be catching on the replay. It's a little late. Anyway, I knew if I wanted to accomplish something, I was going to have to do it, and I'd have a team behind me supporting me and everything that I did, no matter what. But when it came down to it, I was in the rodeo arena, and and I rode bareback horses for a lot of years, and that's what I did, and it's me against an animal in that arena. And every time I went into that arena, I never went into there thinking, boy, it'd be cool to get like fourth place. Like, I hope I do good enough. I hope I do good enough to get fourth place today. Like, that would be awesome. No, it's not. I'm there to get first, and no matter what, I was going to do it. And I never let a thought into the back of my mind that I wasn't going to do that. And at the time, I never really thought about it. It was just, I don't know, it almost came natural. That was like all I saw. It was that laser focus. It was that driven mentality. And then you know what happened? Life started catching up, and little things started coming in and taking a little of that focus away. And, you know, you just kind of get stuck doing the routine, and you lose that driven mentality, or I did, at least for a little while. I kept motivated, I kept doing stuff, and I kept chasing my dream, but I wasn't consciously taking action on talking to myself and doing exactly what I wanted to do. So with that, about a year ago, I just had to smack myself in the head and say, you know, is your story wrote? Is your story what you want it to be right now? And are you done? And I'm like, no, heck no. I want to do a lot of super awesome stuff still. And there's only one way to do it, period. Like, you can sit and think about it all you want. You can talk about it all you want. And until you go and you just, Gary V, like, reverse engineer it. Like, I didn't even know what really that meant like a year ago. But anyway, I'm like, okay, this is what I want. Driven. And then I just started kind of working backwards. And I'm like, okay, you know, where do I need to get my mind, and what do I need to wrap myself around to get to that spot, to be able to do those things, and to be able to pass that on to my boy, and to be able to give that out to my community, and to be able to do that for other people. And I'm like, okay, so I got to start with me, man. I got to work on me. Like, this temple needs worked on, and then I'll have something to give to the world and to everybody else. So that's where it started about a year ago for me. I just dove into a lot of personal development, opened my mind to a lot of things that, you know, honestly, if you saw the post earlier, I had a fixed mindset. Like, I knew that, like, I kind of thought the only way, what's up, everyone's popping on, Shane, Jared's on, Josh is on, Hovita's on, Riley's on. Thank you guys. Kyle, value brother, thank you, man. So anyway, I had to make a shift in my mindset, and I just had to start doing it. Kind of lost track where I was there for a second, but that's all right. I'm super pumped up. I want to get this dialed down, but it's just like, bah! So I got a couple people that want to come on and share their stories. The first one I want to share on, I need to see if he's actually on. Is Tim on? Maybe you can throw a comment on Tim if you're in here. Yeah, he's on. Let me go ahead. So this guy's story, like, we go way back. Like, we grew up in the same hometown, you know, grew apart, disconnected, and then power of Facebook and power of taking action and me kind of doing some different stuff, I connected back up with this cat. And I'll tell you what, like, this guy, family man, businessman, straight, chasing his passions, and he's got that driven mindset, I can tell. And you know, I look forward to you guys getting a chance to meet him. His name is Tim Kieber, and I'm going to throw him on the ad here, and we'll see if we can get him on. Sent you that invite. But I could tell he's got that driven mindset, and it was so cool connecting with him. I'm like, whoa, bud, you kind of got your own thing going too. What's up, brother? What's up? How you doing? How are you feeling tonight?
Doing all right.
Me?
How are you?
Good, man. Doing good. I don't know. Like, I'm just like, whoa, hello, internet. I'm pumped up right now. We get it. Anyway, good. Thanks for coming on, man. Thanks for setting this up.
Thanks for having me, man.
You bet. One quick question. Have you done many Facebook Lives yet, or is this for
My third ever Facebook Live, man. Third ever. So
right on?
stepping out of the box, doing the thing, man.
It's easier with a partner for sure. Definitely easy with somebody else on here.
Yeah.
Right on. So this is Tim, everybody. Travis, Billy's on. I got a ton of people on right now, showing lots of love. Jason Daniels on. What's up, boss? Titans here. Travis is on. This is Tim, and you know, why don't you share, like, start out, share a little bit of your story and who you are and what you got going on with everybody.
Like you said, man, we grew up same town, high school buddies, connected on Facebook a couple months ago, and it was like time never stopped, man. We've been friends all the time, just connected right back in. Thank goodness for Facebook, you know. And my story was thought I was going to be a professional baseball player. You know, wants to live that dream, and you know, there's different stories, there's different paths we have to go down. That did not work out for me at all. I got into law enforcement. Thought that was going to be my career, and another injury wiped me out of that. So just kind of bouncing around from corporate America to corporate America, you know, nothing really happy, nothing really satisfying. And, you know, just took time out and talked about it with my family and decided what was best, and just jumped into home-based business, man. You know, I do custom powder coating and Southpaw creations, you know, and working with my family. That's the biggest thing, man, is the sacrifices, you know, is being on the same page with everybody in your house. You can't just do this alone. You got to have that support. You know, you talked about that team. You got to have it, man. So that was the big thing. I've been doing it for a year now. It's going good. Christmas time, my busy time, man. So that's pretty crazy as well. So, but yeah, that's my backstory. So that's pretty much it.
Perfect. And Southpaw, maybe somebody could, if not, I'll drop the link in down below. But Southpaw Creations is where you find this stuff. Dude, gorgeous powder coating, cups, mugs, all kind of stuff, right?
Right.
Or custom, all custom. Like you got a custom one off that stuff. You could.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
We're gonna get some cups. I see. Jason Daniels on here. We got for the Titus Academy, I believe it is. He's got going on. We'll get him some cup. We'll get him a cup made. Get him an order set up for his crew. All right, cool. So anyway, the family aspect of being able, like you are working from home compared to what you were doing going out, you know, law enforcement or whatever facet you were doing, that has to be probably one of the coolest things about running your own business from wherever you are.
That's the most valuable thing for me, is being there for the family. You know, that's the biggest thing for me, is being there for the kids, being home, stuff like that. So that's absolutely important.
All right. So with that, there's some challenges, I'm sure, where, you know, the what I want to get into is the mindset behind that. But when you're working for somebody else, it's really easy to be like, hey, I got to be there at 8:00. And so I'm going to get up at 7 and get my lunch ready so I can be there and I can work for 8 hours and I can give them everything I can. What mindset do you use going into maybe just just a regular day? Do you have a set schedule you keep?
It kind of, because mine's a order-based deal, so it kind of varies. You know what I mean? If I have orders, yeah, I'm up, you know, super early, hitting the shop and getting it done. You know, I mean, that's it, burning the midnight oil. But if I don't have orders, man, it's tough. You know, it's hard because you're at your house, man. So it's easy to say, okay, hey, I'm just gonna chill and, you know, watch some Netflix. Stranger Things just came out. You know, I mean, it's easy, but you know, it's all about that hustle too. Plugging into people like you, you know, like you said, the power of Facebook to keep you motivated. You know, I'm sitting there going, okay, hey, I'm just gonna take the day off today. And then it's like, wait a minute, what's Scott doing, man? I bet he ain't taking the day off. You know, I bet Gary V, you know, he sure as hell ain't taking the day off.
He ain't.
So stuff like that, you know, that you gotta get up and you gotta find your hustle, and you gotta, you know, keep trying, keep knocking on doors and figuring out what's going to work for your business, man. Try all different aspects of it, plugging into different avenues. You know, like I said, 3, 4, 6 months ago, I would have never done a Facebook Live video, man. You would have sent me that request, and I would have been like, hey, you know what? Good luck to you, man, but that ain't my I'll watch, but that's it. But now, you know, here we are. So, like you said, the power tech, pretty sweet.
That's it. I kind of froze up a little bit there. I got you. That was, you know, and that right there was a big part of why I decided to start this show. Is I was grabbing so much knowledge from, you know, Facebook land, if you will. Just there's so many people to connect with, and they're valuable resources out there, and they're doing fun stuff, man. It's more fun for most people to, what's up, Lawrence? Scott, what's up? Caston's on, Jake's on, Lisa's on. There's so much knowledge available to anybody to learn anything, and you got to sort through some stuff. But driven, I'm like, what way can I kind of pass on that same type of stuff that I've learned in this process to somebody maybe don't have the idea yet that they want to do, but you know, the coolest thing for me would be able to connect them to things I've learned in my short time online.
No, exactly. You know, like you said, bouncing ideas off one another. Hey, I've tried this. Did you try this? I mean, you and I did that right from the get go, man. It was like, hey, what's up? Not much. Have you tried this? Have you tried this? What are you doing? And we instantly, like I said, you and I connected right away on that. And we, like, our messages, you know, back and forth were, hey, who do you watch? What, you know, what podcast? And you turned me onto a bunch of stuff. Hopefully I turned you onto a bunch of stuff. And, you know, like I said, your show, man, this thing just blowing up for you, man. That's awesome. I'm happy.
Awesome.
Episode 3, man, I'm going to want it signed or something. I want something to say that I was here at the beginning. So.
Yes, sir. We'll make you'll be like one of the officials, so you'll come back on regularly and check stuff out. And it's because of these people on right here, Lisa, Frank, Jeremy, Lawrence right there. This is what's going to make this work is these people that are sharing this and liking it. And if you haven't shared it yet, I sure hope you get some value from it and you do share it. That would be the biggest help for not only Tim and Southpaw Creations, but myself as well, and support us. So cool.
It's awesome.
So okay, let's try on the scope of mindset and you know, honestly, I didn't like, dude, 3 years ago, if you would have said mindset to me, I would have been like, I set your mind to it. And it's taken on a whole new meaning to me because of stuff I've learned by watching other people teach things about mindset. And it's really evolved into something like, this is more than just let's go do it. Mindset to me is an attitude, and it's your swagger. Like it's what encompasses your work ethic, your the drive, the motivation to me. So to you, what does mindset mean to you?
You know, that's actually a really good question. Mindset to me is, like you said, the drive, but also for me with mindset comes knowing when to pick yourself up, man. You know, like to keep going. I mean, how many times were you just starting out and you're like, you know what, man, this isn't for me? I mean, everybody gets that in their mind, but it's overcoming those negative thoughts. You know what I mean? So that's why I think stuff like this, like what you're doing with your team and everything, building this up, that's why it's so important, man. Because everybody has those feelings of, man, this, you know, when I first started out, it was tough, man, you know, and sitting down with the family and the kids and, is this really for me? It's so much easier to say, okay, hey, I'm just going to go back. But then it's like you said, what do you want to leave behind? You know, what do you want to hand off to your kid, to your son? You know, what's your legacy? Hey, I work in a company.
Ooh, drop some fire on that one.
Hey, or you know what I mean? So, yeah, to me, that's what the mindset is just getting up and being stronger than you were the day before. So.
Right on, brother. Feel you there. Legacy's a huge one. That's mindset. I was on another show a while ago tonight, and it's like, what do you do to get you over that kind of self-doubt, self-talk, that procrastination moment? It's like, boom, it's your legacy. What would my kids say if I'm like, I don't feel like doing that tonight? And it's like, that's your job, Dad. Better do it. It'd be like, all right, I'll go get that done. So yeah, legacy's huge for me too. So cool you said that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, bud. Let's see where were we? I want to do 3. I kind of think 3 questions is a good spot. I don't know. I'm still kind of dialing this stuff in. That's the best part of it. Learn as you go, grow as you learn, and there's a bunch of sayings for it. But anyway, so what is the best resource for all these people? Thank you guys for coming on. What's the best resource to get in touch with you and maybe check out what you got going on?
I think my wife threw up a link to my page right there, Southpaw Creations. That's where I try to funnel all my stuff through. I have people, friends send me a text message. I get emails, all that stuff. It's easier for me to just go to my business page, which is on Facebook. All the stuff I do is through social media. Go to Southpaw Creations on Facebook and shoot me a message, and that's the easiest way, man. And you sit there and we'll chat, message back and forth, and it gives me a good reference point too. If I'm trying to work on something like, wait, what did they want? If it was a phone conversation, hate to say it, but I guarantee I'm going to forget it. So that's the way, is that link. I think my wife threw it up.
About the only way I can operate is a steady piece of paper and a pen. I'm like, I write that down. And then I'm spend more time looking for the piece of paper. It's a digital world. That's probably a better way. Exactly. Love it. So like I said, this is Tim Keeber, Southpaw Creations. Get at him on Facebook. He's got a business page. tons of pictures. I checked it out. It's hot. Stop by, bare minimum, throw a like up on that page, man. That's where it's at. That's networking. Just throw me a like, and it boosts everything up. So that's all we need.
Exactly.
All right, man. All right. So last quick one. This is kind of a freestyle one. Making the transition from not doing business on Facebook to doing business on Facebook. What is one quick tip you could drop somebody that you've learned in your trials and errors, maybe?
For me, it was initially, I mean, I was pretty closed on Facebook prior to all this. You know what I mean? I think the biggest thing, if you're on social media, always be expanding your network. Always, whether it's through stuff like this, or just, hey, you're in a group and someone else likes a couple groups that you're in on Facebook, shoot them a friend's request. You're going to get that back. Do I know you? No, you don't know me, but I notice we have some common interests. If we were at a party, we'd probably start talking because we're both wearing I don't want to say San Francisco 49ers hat because they haven't won a game all season, but whatever. Astros, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So, that's to me, that's the big. Always be expanding your network some way or another. You got to keep reaching out, because if your business is Facebook, every day you're not on there expanding your network, your business is closed, man. So that's my best advice, is to just keep reaching out. Stuff like this. If you see me here on this show and you want to get to know me, send me a friend's request. Of course,
Yes.
So that's, to me, that was the hardest thing for me to do. And I think because of the law enforcement background, everything's super private. I don't want people knowing, but now it's, you got to be wide open with it right now. So I think that's the biggest thing, is connecting in with, and I started connecting in with people like you. I went to high school with this guy. I remember his name. I remember going up in the snow in my truck, stuff like that, So, hey, let's see what's up. And then look at us now. Here we are. So just the power of so I think
exactly. All right, man. Well, let me say, dude, huge thanks for coming on here tonight. Like, absolutely huge. I love it. This is awesome. And if you're following me and you're not following Tim, like, I got to come up with a slogan here, because the law's got a great one and I don't want to steal it. Like, I've already kind of got a lot from him. But if you're not following me, or if you're following me and you're not following Tim, then go follow him.
Yeah, vice versa, man. So.
All right, cool, man. Well, thank you so much for your time tonight. Have a great night, and God bless your whole family, man. You got a beautiful family there, so thank you.
God bless you. Thank you very much.
All right, brother.
All right, Scott.
Right on. I have no idea how to take you off of here. I think you got to exit. Anyway, so that's Tim, Southpaw Creations. Give him some love. Former law enforcement agent, family man, strong in faith, great human being, and we go way back. So Southpaw Creations, check that out. And that's it, man. That's this show. Hop on here, share your story, share what you're doing, share what motivates you. Just let us know. This is a way to connect your whatever you want to share with my network, and heck, who knows? Maybe we'll become best friends. I got a little bit of nougats here to drop, and then I got another guy that wants to come on. And remember, if you want to come on this show, you just gotta throw me a request, or drop an emoji. Let me in. Let's see. I'll think of these right here. I want to see some of these. If you want to come on the show, throw me some of them up. That's my favorite Facebook emoji. I drop that a lot. So last night I was watching somebody's live, and I asked a question about what's a good trick to, if you get steered off of course, with your, and speaking of mindset, we're still focused on the mindset, is when you get steered off a course and maybe you lose your path and you kind of get in that self-doubt spiral where it's just like, man, nothing's going right today. I can't do this right. Blah, my shoe, this and that. Anyway, so you spiral off course and you kind of lose that mindset. You lose that drive. What's one way to get on it? So her name was Jenny King. I just came across her. She's just full of knowledge. I checked out her page today. She sent me a voice message. It was super awesome. She seems super smart. So Jenny King, go check her out. So My question was is what do you do to get back on track? And it was super simple. She picked up a pen, and she's like, when you get into that, you get into that spiral, and you get into that self doubt. She's like, just grab the pen, and all you're trying to do is break that in your mind, and look at it, and just take a minute, and then feel the pen, and make your mind start thinking about what your hands touching. It could be anything, a pen, a phone, whatever. Pick up, take your hat off, do your hat, but just start thinking about what you're feeling. Notice the touch and notice that sensation in your hand and in your fingers, and you can kind of break that habit, and then you can hit that reset, if you will, and you can be like, okay, what do I want to accomplish? What was I doing? And how am I going to do it the best I can? And it'll kind of jump you right back on track. And I'm like, well, that's so cool. Like, everybody pick that pen up and be like, all right, all right, all right. Easier, like anything, easier said than done. So just a little tidbit. Again, that was from Jenny King. Connect with her, check her out. Like, I'm all about it. I'm reading her page and watching all her videos right now. So anyway, tip of the day from me, Scott. Thank you. Who's on? Susan's coming on. What's up, girl, man? I'm so sorry to hear about your mother. God bless her. I love Patty. But thank you so much for coming on. Lacey's on. Evan's on. Bob's on. Kyle, man, love all the support. And now Brad's on. Love watching. Thanks, Brad. I appreciate that, man. My next guest that I want to bring up on here, let me throw him an invite real quick. I met him about, I don't know, 6 months ago with a business venture online I was doing, and this cat, Canadian, snowboarder, just kind of traveler, dude, goes all over the place. Here, let me figure out how to invite. Nope. Let's see. Try that again. Oh, right there. Nope. Yep. Jordan. Let's go. Gotta get a little better at this. Let's do that. Now, how do I get that off? Ha! There we go. Boom! I didn't cut the feed. Did you get the invite, Jordan? Let me know if you did. If not, send me an invite and I'll bring you on. So, business venture, I met this guy about 6 months ago. I don't know a whole lot of his story. I'm kind of excited to hear it myself. Just snowboarder, Canadian, traveler, passionate about life, and he was in the snow today, and I wasn't, and I'm kind of bummed about that, but it's coming. So, for those of you who know me, I'm pretty into sleds. If you don't know me and I'm just kind of meeting you, look at my profile picture, like that is a big part of my life, and a couple episodes coming up. Come on, enjoy a couple episodes I got come up. I'm gonna tap into a couple sledders that I've met online and see what they got going on. So add him. Boom. He's invited. He's coming in. Things, some like David Letterman type things that all work out. What's up, brother? How you doing? How you feeling?
The connection isn't that great.
I can hear you loud and clear. Can you guys throw some thumbs across there if you can hear and see Jordan all right? Yeah, I'm sure they're coming. They're usually delayed anyway. Can you hear me and see me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you and see you.
All right, perfect. We're good. So what's up, man? What's up, brother? How you doing tonight?
Oh, good. Long day of work, that's for sure.
I feel you there, man. I put my 12 in, come home and get this grind on. That's what it's about. That's about being driven. That's about being driven.
14 hours. Here I am.
Love it. All right, so we're on mindset tonight. That's where we're at. I know you got a driven mindset. I know you know how to push through, but little background, throw a little background story, and then tell us what you're into.
I've been doing kitchen cabinets for 13 years. Been through a couple of recessions. Times got super tough, and decided it's time for change. Don't want to be around for a third recession.
Now, you guys have like the oil industry really fluctuates. You guys up there, right?
Yeah. If the oil crashes, our whole economy goes downhill.
Trickles on down. So this guy, he's like, I'm gonna go learn a new skill set, huh?
Yep, pretty much. All
right, so let me know a little bit about. So I'm a tradesman too. Like that's a welder, construction. That was my bag, baby, and that's what I did. The only way I knew how to make money was was my time and my sweat. Like that was it. So tell me a little bit about the mindset shift you had to make to try something and do some business online, and let me know how that's working out.
Well, I just like with the with the 2 recessions, I have working 2 jobs, and a lot of that would be like 16, 18, 20 hours a day. And you don't end up getting that further ahead because you're eating out more, you're awake more, you're burning more gas. So you only end up like a few $100s ahead each paycheck, which isn't worth it. So you're putting like your whole life into working and not much time into like anything else. So I decided, yeah, no more of this.
Pretty easy to flip the switch when that's the scenario. It's like, what? Show me the way. I'll figure it out, right?
Then, like as like I've been in the business longer, more and more whys have like sort of presented themselves. Like obviously, I need more time with my family and that. Like my dad lives here, but my mom lives a province away. So if I'm working all the time, I can't take off time to like go visit her. And then my dad had a health issue this summer. I was in the hospital for a couple weeks. So that really says to me is I need more free time. I have to get away from this game 14, 16, 18 hours a day. I have to free up my time so I can spend time with family.
Exactly. And Jordan and I are in a mastermind group together, and he dropped one of his whys and his goals the other day, and it was literally to retire your mom. Was your retire your mom or
retire my dad?
Retire your dad. And like what, dude? The mindset behind that, it's like, yes, people counting on you, man. That's what it is. That's kind of where that.
Like he's 15 years sober now, so like if I can free up his time schedule, that gives him more time to help people with their addictions with alcohol. So it's like a trickle down effect. If I can help him, I can help more. So
again, dude, that's so noble. Like right on. Easy peasy there on the hustle part of that. It's like you got motivation coming from everywhere. Love it. Mike's on, Tim's still on, Tennille. Everybody, guys, thanks for coming on. Melissa's on. Cool, man. I love there's tons of new people popping in tonight that I didn't see last week. So this is even better. This is cool. All right. So third question, mindset wise, what are some tools, maybe some people that you've tapped into online and resources you use to keep it going?
a lot of reading. Kyle Zellweger does a lot of motivational posts and that for us too, so that helps too, listening to those all day. And Kyle has like an endless plethora of those. So. And lately, listening to a lot of Tony Robbins. I just find the information he provides and that and the way he relays it is like super practical and easy to understand, and like you know where he's coming from, you can understand it.
So, yeah, that guy's story is unreal. Unreal. Yeah. Like great motivation there. Perfect. So the typical, the usuals. What's so that you know that's feeding the brain bank. That's keeping the motor revving. What's your let's go hobbies and downtime? Like what's your breakout, burn the energy routine like?
Right now it's hunting every weekend, every day, almost every weekend. And that burns a lot of energy, especially when it's cold and snowy like this past weekend. Like the truck read minus 28 on Saturday morning, minus 28 Celsius.
Oh yeah, Celsius. I got a lot of American friends on here. That's Celsius.
Yeah. In the summer, it's a lot of hiking, camping, fishing, swimming. It depends on the season. As soon as hunting season's over, then it turns to snowboarding. So there's always something on the go.
Active.
I went to Croatia summer too, and like after going to Europe for the first time, I want to travel more as well. So working online, we have 195 countries we can work from. If I have Wi-Fi, I can work. So
there you go, man. There you go.
Need that freedom.
All right. Let's drop a helpful tip. Maybe you can open my mind a little bit on a social media tool or really anything. What's one how about an app? What's a favorite app you're liking right now?
It's hard to say. Usually, I guess YouTube. like watch like video and motivation and like how to do things properly. There's an endless plethora of videos to help you on YouTube.
What about podcasts? You tune into the podcast scene much?
I haven't lately, no.
Josh Cox.
No,
Oh yeah, dude. I had mind blown with the thesaurus of information on podcasts right now. Like it is unreal how much people are pouring out on podcasts right now. This is great. This is a great time to be alive.
yeah, I'll definitely have to check out some podcasts. I'll get some information on them from you after this.
Love to. I'll shoot it your way. Andy Frisella, #1. Period.
All right, sounds good.
Like 100. He's got like 180 episode bank of just like, do this, do this, do this. Get your mind right. So.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, cool, brother. I thank you. I thank you very much. Where's the best way? Say anybody wants to get a hold of you and connect with you. What's the way to get in touch with you?
If you have my phone number, just give me a call or a text. If you don't have my phone number, message me on Facebook.
There you go. There you go, brother. What about Insta? Are you on Insta?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram as well. J Federchuk. First initial, last name.
All right, brother.
Right, perfect.
Thank you much, man. Anything else?
Nope, that's everything. Thank you for having me on, Scott.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on tonight. Check out Jordan. He's going to do great things, man. He wants to retire his parents, travel, hunt, and just live his life. I love that.
Very much.
All right, I have no idea how to take you off this, so maybe there's a button on your screen that does it. If not, you can just ride shotgun.
Let's see.
All right, where are we at? I went long. I was going to try to keep these about 30 minutes, but boy, time flies when you're having fun. So I'm just going to do a quick wrap up. Who's on? Josh is on. Love it, man. Thank you guys for coming on. Tinder. Yeah, right. Jared's on. Vacationer. Love it. Jamaica. Jason's on. Jason, I got to get you on, man. You got to hop in here maybe tomorrow or next week. I'd love to have you on. All right, so mindset stuff. That's where I'm at. What is mindset to you? What? Of course, like we all do. We're all human. Like it's easy to listen to Gary Vee just be like, hustle, hustle, hustle all the time. Like 9 million pounds of content. And like a lot of times I'm like, I don't want to be on social media right now. I want to check out. And so anyway, I've kind of turned the mindset into just an attitude for me because I get tired sometimes. I break down and again, like, I don't want to do that tonight. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. If I got to tell Tegan, hey, I don't want to do that tonight because I don't feel like it, like that's a terrible answer. So I just made a switch and I made it be my attitude. It's how do I want to present myself at any given instant? Like imagine nobody was around and the phone wasn't on. How would I want to come across or how would I want to be and how would I want to be for my son? And then I kind of turn that into my mindset, my attitude trigger if I'm feeling down or whatever. So that's my tip is when you're thinking about your mindset and you're getting kind of down, always stay positive, babe. Attitude is everything. Love that. Love you, man. Like, we'll do some riding this winter. Do some sledding. Kay's on. Brother, what's up, man? I'd love to have that guy on. He's classic British. Straight killer. Let me throw an ad and see if he's got some time to come on. If he does, that'd be sweet. Anyway, so mindset, it's just an attitude. You got to stay positive. You got to keep going. And I know it's not always easy and it's not always going to come naturally. And sometimes you're going to have to force it. But, I've scotted up enough stuff in my life to know that it's pretty easy just to take some stuff in, learn something, and go and move forward. So that's all I asked for you tonight. Number one, I want to say thank you guys so much for coming in tonight. I want to get this dialed in so it's just a ball of raw, fun, rad stuff, something people like to tune into. Jared, I love it. Thank you, man. Thanks for coming on. Travel safe. Be safe down there. Yeah, I don't know. I wrote some notes. I didn't even read them. Like, why did I even make the notes? I guess to mentally prepare myself. I don't know. Whatever, you guys throw some questions on. If anybody wants to come on, they're more than welcome to. 8:41. Time's a flying. You're already there. Right on, bud. Love it. All right. Love it. Love it. Kyle, thank you, bud. Thanks, Tim. Thanks, Jordan, for coming on. Thanks, Amanda. Tyson's on. Jason's on. Free, what's up? Yeah, dude, podcasts all the way, like in my ears. If this wasn't on, I'll tune it and I'll plug it right back into a podcast and keep it all day. So anyway, episode 3, I love it. Tomorrow night, same time, same place. We'll be doing it again. If you want to come on and tell a little bit about your story and tell people about what you do, I would love to have you on. That's what this show's for. This show is for you guys, and then I'm just going to fill in the space with my thoughts and my lessons learned, if you will. I'm that guy. So anyway, had some lessons, hard ones, easy ones, and ones that I didn't even pay attention to that I'm like, that's happened before. I ain't gonna let that catch me again. Boom. All right, cool. 18 people. I know. Thank you guys so much. This is fun. All right, I'm gonna bail because I've said thank you like 1,000 times. I want you to know I mean it. I'm starting out. I love the support. Gives me motivation. Makes me more driven to do good. So, question is, are you driven? I want to hear it from you. Peace, y'all.